Hey, it's Kenny with Helicopter Land Ground School. Just finished up on my third cup of coffee. These daily videos, so I'm trying to have them up and ready to go and shoot by the time I'm done my third coffee. From a member who is struggling, here's his question. I'm preparing for the commercial add-on, 70 total R44 hours and 40 hours PIC as of today. I fill at 1 with the machine when winds are consistent in less than 10 to 15 knots. Above that and gusting, it's eating me for lunch. Downright humbling. Is it just a matter of more time flying in challenging conditions, or is there a technique you can suggest to better manage wind gusting wind? I'm going to answer that question. First, I'm going to tell you I've done 2 videos in the past on dealing with wind. I'll put both those links down below. One's in a Jet Ranger, one's in an Instrum. Just some tips and tricks about flying in the wind, hovering in the wind, getting better with the higher wind conditions. So I'll put both of those down below. Put your tips and tricks for learning to manage wind, put those down below. And also, subscribe to the channel and click the bell for more videos with notification of the daily video. So anyway, he's at 70 total hours, okay? As he builds time, he's gonna get more comfortable. Consistent, 10 to 15, that's great. Above that, gusting, it's eating me for lunch. Downright humbling. And yes, it is. And it's going to get easier with time. You should be going out with your instructor particularly on some windy days, and even put that in your logbook when you go out on a higher wind day. But you're going to get better with experience. More time in the aircraft, more time in the seat. It's going to get better, okay? Going out and practicing on high wind days, I highly recommend doing that with an instructor. Once it gets up to around, say even above 25 or so, I'm not even going to go out and usually do training unless I'm taking somebody out for high wind training. Even in even in the EMS helicopter world, when I got much above say 30, even the medical crew who are usually gung-ho, gets much above 30, they don't even really want to go because it's not fun for anybody to get bounced around in a helicopter. It's just not. And any given day can be different. One thing I want to point out is you can be out on a day with 30 knots of wind, and it can be kind of a steady wind. That might not be bad. You can be out on a day where they say it's 15 gusting 24, and it doesn't sound that horrible. But man, that particular day, depending on the way the wind is working, it can literally knock the hell out of you and just make you totally uncomfortable. So at 70 hours, that's not a lot of time. So this member should not feel bad. Don't feel bad that it's humbling you. You should be practicing on those days, 10, 15 knots, honing your skills for your check ride. But at the commercial level, going into commercial check ride, he's going to want to make sure that you can be proficient and be proficient still with the higher winds, because in a commercial environment, you're going to be going out and you're going to fly on windier days with worse weather, higher loads. So at the commercial level, you still need to have really good skills, but you do need to be versed in high winds, and you don't want to be scared to go out and fly in it, but also make a good no-go decision. And if it's just too windy, or you even go out for the day and it's windier than expected, sometimes the weather report won't be right. Sometimes what the ATIS is reporting is not what it's doing, or it's reporting on the ground up at 500 feet, 1,000 feet. Who knows what could be going on? So the answer to his question, I think, simply is you're going to get better with time. You're going to get more comfortable with time. There's going to be those days where the wind is just going to kick your butt. And there's nothing wrong with just going, you know what, today it's just too windy. Today, I'm going to go back. I've mentioned a couple of these other videos. I've flown as much as high up to like 45 knots. And I don't even do that anymore. That's just ridiculous. That gets out there and just beats the heck out of you. And of course, you need to look at, and I should have mentioned this right off the bat, limitations for your aircraft. Always check the POH and know the crosswind that you can fly in, and also know the wind limits totally for the aircraft. So you're pilot in command. You're the one who needs to make the decision about when is a good time to fly and when is not. Don't be afraid of going out and going, whoa, we're turning around and going right back in. Did that with my daughter one day. Went out in the R44. Wind was way, it was beating me around a lot more than I expected. I was gonna go fly to my hometown. We're gonna, you know, check out the baseball field that they named, that my dad, that they named after my dad. And my daughter was looking really forward to that, but we started getting beat around. I'm like, nope, we're going another day, Gloria. Turned around, went back, put it on the ground. So you're gonna get more comfortable with time. You're gonna get more comfortable with practice. You should be out there with your instructor flying on the high wind days, and make sure that you log this in your logbook, whether you're going for private or you're going for commercial or even CFI. On those high wind days, when that's what you're going out to do, is to learn and fight and get comfortable to the higher winds, make sure you put that in your logbook so the examiner can see that you have been out and practiced in the higher winds. So subscribe to the channel for future daily videos. Click the subscribe, click the bell. I'll put a link down below for Helicopter Online Ground School. We have a private pilot membership. It's only $49 a month. It's a great deal. You can keep it as long as you like. You can cancel anytime. Has 100% money back guarantee, and it has a 24-hour free test flight. You can go into our private pilot membership and you can access the whole site for 24 hours. And all you have to do is remove your credit card before the end of the 24 hours to not be billed if it's not right for you. If you're a credit card customer, if you're a PayPal customer, just go into PayPal and end that subscription before the 24 hours is up. That's on our private and our monthly both. Then we have a big package called the Professional Pilot that is everything. It's private, commercial, CFI, instrument, all wrapped up in one package. So you can get all that information down below at helicopterground.com. I'm also going to put 2 links for our 2 #1 best-selling Amazon books. Well, the one of them, most recent, I did with Taz Chrisman, 2018 Flight Instructor of the Year. We have signed copies of those now back at our office at the airport. So as long as supplies last, you can get autographed copies of the top 10 check ride tips, Amazon #1 bestseller. So thanks for stopping by the video. Leave your comments down below, tips or tricks that you've learned or you use for flying in the higher winds. So thanks for stopping by again, and we'll see you in the next video.